Alright, so good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to this lovely, what's today? Thursday, the 14th of November. Alright, so I haven't been trading for about 2-3 weeks. Number one, I just took a little bit of a break. Number two, I was waiting for the voting in the States just to disappear for a bit. I will explain why in a bit. Alright, so let's just go through this account quickly. This is a demo account that I started up. I've got my real account that I also trade on. I use this demo account because on this account I show you real life examples of things to do and things not to do. So what I do on this account, when I do the not so good things that I explain to you guys, that's why I use this demo account, because I show you real live examples, real life, no back testing, no pre-recorded examples of things and whatever. I trade live, so there is no stories of no fakery or whatever there is, and I keep this account. So like I said in the beginning of this trading on YouTube journey that I'm doing now, I'm going to use this account for a year, and after a year we can see what we've done on this account and where the account is. So if you go back on the videos, you see what I've done so far when I showed you what not to do, what to do. So I started this on the 22nd of July this year. I started trading live on YouTube with this account, and for the first month I traded the way I trade, wait for a breakthrough. I wait for basically break, retest, break, jump in. So if you go back on my videos, you'll see what the method is that I use, the main method that I use when I'm trading. So I used that for a month, and we brought the account up to, I think, 10,400 almost, so which is a 3% gain on the account, which is your average that you can use when you are trading. You need to aim for at least 3 to 5% gain on your account every month. Alright, and then on here you can see this piece over here is where I traded without a strategy, without using a strategy, just trading on what I think, and you can see what happened with the account. You drain an account very quickly if you trade by only, oh, this is what I think is going to happen, without using any form of strategy, without using any form of information, any form of anything, just trading by feeling. You can drain an account quickly. So that's what happened there. I showed you. You guys can go back on the videos where I explained that. And then I also just decided, you know what, I'm just going to get the account back to 10,000 again. So I took a couple of these losing trades just to try and see if I can get the account back to 10,000. You know, instead of starting a new account, then I lose all this data over here. So I started basically fresh on a 10,000 there. It was 10,075 or something. And then this next strategy that I used is the way I explained to you guys, this is the way the big guys trade, the institutional traders, the hedge funds people, where you trade without using a stop loss. But that way of trading is really just for experienced traders. If you are an experienced trader, that's the way you trade, but it is high risk but high rewards. As you guys can see on this account, you can go back on the videos the way I explained this way of trading, and I traded live, and as you guys can see, there were a couple of good returns on this. You know, there was a $100, these are $240, these are $1,400, and then there was a couple of losing trades that I just exited trades, and that's on the oil and on the Dow Jones. But that was just losing trades. I just decided to jump out because I'm not going to have it on anymore. And then of course, coming to the gold, there's a nice little one, 1,175. There's a 56, and then I just took this $4.50 quickly just yesterday, just to keep this account active, because if you don't trade on your demo account, I think for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they deactivate the account. So then I lose all this data. So I just did a quick in out there quickly on I think it was pound USD. Yes, just a quick in out just to keep this account active, because I don't want to lose all this data that we have collected here. So for those of you who joined, welcome. My name is Winston. On this trading journey, I trade live, so I can show you guys what to do, what not to do. I go through different trading strategies, different trading methods, and different things that you can do. So for the month of October, we added $3,000 basically to this $10,000 account, which is, that's when you trade the way the the big boys trade. Then yes, you can add a lot, but you need to you need to be very experienced in trading when you trade that style without using a stop loss, and you need to have quite a big account if you want to trade that way. Now these two trades that are in the Euro Yen and the US Yen are trades that I still have on my real account as well. It's still trades that's been going for I think 2 months now already. Is this one, the Euro Yen? Let me just reverse out here where I picked up there, and it's still going nicely. And then the US Yen, which I also picked up in that one, and it's still going nicely. I've got a take profit over there, and I do a trailing stop. So I've got a trailing stop trailing it, which is $88 that I'm in profit in this, so that which I cannot lose, because that's where my stop loss is, or the trailing stop is. The same with the Euro Yen. I've also got on my main account, I've got a trailing stop. It's also the exact same place, $32, and my stop loss is up here at $180. Okay, so I haven't been trading the last 2-3 weeks because the US elections have been drawing to a close. Now, you don't want to be in the market when the elections is on and the elections is going, because there could be a lot of ups and downs and unexpected movements in the market, all depending on what news breaks upon who said what. Alright, so that's why I decided just to stay out of the trading for a bit until that cools down, because unfortunately what happens in the US affects the whole market, the whole movement of everything. So now that the voting is done, everything is done, congratulations to the Trump supporters in any way, so congratulations to you guys. That was an absolutely landslide win. So yeah, okay, so let's start basically with fresh eyes, fresh ideas. Let's start fresh. I'm going to start with the gold. So I would like to jump into the gold and see what the gold is doing, but how I do this, I go back. Especially that I haven't been trading gold for a while, so I want to start afresh. So what I do is I go back, and I go to my daily first. Go on to the daily, and start from a fresh point of view, from fresh eyes, so you can see what is going on here and what is what. Let's take away all these things. Let's start from afresh. I'm going to delete everything so we can do this all together from the start. I'm going to also take away all these lines over here. I'm going to take them all away. Delete. I'm going to start afresh. Alright. And I can already see a massive support coming up over here. So let's do that. No, just trading on my trading YouTube video. Yeah. Yes, I do. I do love the sound of my own voice. I've got a crew of people watching. Alright, so what I want to do, just clear this all up again, and I'll start from the start. Let's take that one away. That's it. Take that away. Delete it. Okay, I'm going to leave this green, and I'm going to leave the red, because I'm going to use that. This green is also good there. Alright, let's take that one away. Let's take it all away. This is also good, gone. Alright, so let's start on the gold. This is the daily chart on the gold. Let's reverse out. Let's see if we can see any trend lines going, any long-term trend lines. So as you guys can see, we are on a long-term uptrend. So let's first draw a line from there where that low is. Go past. Let's see if you can get as many of these things going here, many of the touches as you can. Okay, so it jumps up to that one then anyways. Let's start there. Okay, So that there, there. Okay, that's not completely where I want to be. Although it's a good place because you can see it's being respected a lot over there, but not there so quite. So you want to try and get your trend line as accurate as possible. So this one's not working out, Laka. So let's start from this bottom over there. Let's put it over there. All right, and then let's move. You move your trend line up to see where you can see a lot of touch and goes going on. Like here, this is also a good space for it because as you can see, it's been respected there and there. It's been respected there, there, there. So this is also a trend line over there. You can keep this one over there. I'm going to keep it because it is also a trend line. So let's keep it there. There's one. Let's do another one, but I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to keep this one on the yellow. So let's do another yellow on the top. Let's see here from the top, the last high, if we can spot a trend line going or something that's being, and I can already see a line that is being respected over there. All right. So I've got another one. You can see there. It's been respected. There. Okay, so this is a good place to put a trend line because you can see it is an obvious trend line place because you can see where it's been respected. And there. So it's obviously that there is a line there. So let's keep that one over there. No, you can go. So let's keep that one over there. Let's see at the bottom here if I can see anything else. This is just from uptrend. I'm dragging my lines up because we are in an uptrend, a long-term uptrend. So that's why I want to draw lines up. Once we start going in a long-term downtrend, you want to look for lines downwards, for lines that's being respected downwards. But as you can see, gold is just moving up, so we're looking for uptrends. Okay, so let's see why are these ones here and there's no obvious place for it. Let's reverse out a little bit more. Let's see, this one is a little bit of, that could have been just a grab. Let's see, let's get one of these horizontal lines going here. Let's see something over here. Why is that one there so low? Why is that one there? Oh, because there is a support and a resistance over there. Okay, so that's a support and resistance. That's why that one found support there, came all the way back down after breaking that support. The resistance there turned support and support there for the last time, jump up. Alright, so there you can see there's another, was resistance, turned support. Big resistance over there, turned support. So it didn't come back. Usually when price action breaks a resistance, it does come back to that zone for a support, for a bounce back. As you guys can see there, it was resistance, it broke that resistance, turned support, so it came back for a test. So with this move, you can see it had a break, but it didn't come back for a retest on the support, which leaves a insufficiency in there. Let's add insert objects. Let's shapes. Let's put a rectangle there. So there is a gap. It's called a fair value gap, a market gap. It's an inefficiency. It hasn't come back to collect all the money that is there, all the stop losses that are there. So let's do that. Let's draw that as a green box. I'm going to draw it as a green box because if price of gold does come back into this zone, I know this is a strong zone to buy gold. But this is now long term, so it's not going to get there today or next week or the week after. It's going to take gold a while to get there, if it gets there. Excuse me for that. So this is now long-term planning. So you got a long-term idea of where gold might be going or what's happening. You have to have these reverse out, get a long-term plan in action when you are trading. You need to have a plan. You can't just, I showed you in the beginning of the video what happens when you just randomly just jump in by places where you think you lose money. You need to have a plan, a goal, a vision, you need to have structure. So, okay. So from this, I know this is a very good support zone over here, and it was a good resistance. As you can see, it's been respected a couple times. So this is a good support zone. And knowing what I know from when a support or a resistance is broken, price usually comes back and does a retest. After it breaks a support or resistance, it usually comes back for a retest. So yeah, it broke this good resistance, but it has not retested it yet. So, which means there is a gap there. I will keep an eye on this. This is a good zone to keep an eye on. And if price does come back in there, I will definitely do a big buy on the gold if it comes into this area. Okay, so that's now that. That's for the future. Let's move up to where it is now. Let's see if I can maybe get another line support, another trend line going. I just want to see here. Here is a good idea, because if I go like this, I just want to get it nicely over here so I can. Okay, no, don't do that. I just want to get it so I can get a good idea of what's happening over here. As you can see, this area is being respected a couple times. There. Okay, so let's draw this line. Let's see how far it can go and where it gets respected or rejected. And as you guys can see there, I've got that one. It's not a really well respected line over there, but as you can see, it is being used a couple times. There. Alright, so I'm going to keep this line. This is for future reference. So if price action gets there, I know if you go into the 5-minute or 15-minute or the 10-minute or the 1 hour or 30-minute time frame, you basically going to get a bounce back on that. There should be a little buy trade that you can take from this line over there. So I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to keep it there. Alright, so what we're aiming for here on the short term now is I can see gold should probably make it to this trend line and then find some support. And if it breaks through that resistance over there, then I will look for a sell on the gold, because my next opportunity should be over there. The next take profit should be over there. That's where it should find support. But we also see that there is a zone of support over here. It's not a very big support, because it wasn't resistance actually, because nothing has touched it. So it's just broken through, found some support over there, and then moved up to the upside. So there's a zone over there. I just want to get another horizontal line. Just make another properties. I just want to turn this one green as well. I'm doing a bit of an in-depth analyze here for you guys, so you guys can see what I do when I'm trading and when I'm looking for opportunities. Alright, I just want to go and see, there is a little bit of a support where it is at now, but this support over here looks to me to be better, because it was resistance and support. So this should be my next zone. We should find a little bit of a support where it is now, and we need to find gold coming down to the 2,478 level. Once it's down to the 2,074 level and it breaks through this line over here, this trend line, and it breaks through this support, then that will give me enough confidence to put a sell order in and trace it back down to the $2,275. If that one does also break, it should do a little bit of a pop down to the downside and maybe get back into this 2,078 zone. If it gets into this 2,100, 2,150 zone, that is where I will start looking for buy opportunities on the gold again. Alright, so this is my long-term plan. This is from what I can see in the charts, but also anything can happen with news events and so forth. Now that Trump has won the election again, you will see, that's why you see a big drop in gold, because people are now finding confidence in the US dollar again. Alright, so people will sell gold and rather buy dollars, because it's good for the dollar to have a good leader or a good president in charge. Okay, so as you can see, also the wars in the country will slow down. Everything will slow down, which means the price of oil is going to go down. The stock market is going to jump up. That's why you see the stock market, the S&P, and all the stocks are just skyrocketing, because people are buying dollars again. People are spending dollars. They are selling the gold and getting into dollars again. So anything else that you see that's against the dollar, like the yen, you will see skyrocket up. The Euro USD. So the Euro versus the USD, you can see that's why the Euro is losing, because the USD is just picking up momentum. As you can see there, look at that big drop, because the US dollar has found strength and momentum. Alright, so just explaining that to you guys. Now, as you guys can see, we have broken through this trend line over there. I don't see if it came back. Oh, there's a. What am I doing with that one? I want to take that one away. I don't know. I didn't see that one. I know. So it broke through this trend line over here properly. So we might see a bounce from here back up to that side for a retest on this little level over here. I'm just going to take this one. This will be my new resistance. It might, because it's a head and shoulders pattern here. So you get the shoulder, the head, and then might form another shoulder over there, and then do the big drop down to the downside. So for now, on the long term, I'm looking for selling opportunities, because that's what I think is going to happen on the long term. Number one, that's what this chart shows me. Number two, that's what the news tells me. Now that the election is over and Donald Trump has won, people are moving away from gold and buying dollars again. So which means the gold price is going to drop again. So my mind is, I am looking for selling now. Now I'm looking for sells on the gold. So that's where my mind is at, and that's where I'm mentally at. So I'm going to be looking for selling opportunities on the short term as well. So let's go down on the chart. Let's move in and let's go down on the time frame. Now I'm going to look and see if I have some jumping in opportunities, some places where I can maybe jump in for a selling opportunity now or a buying opportunity now. So now I am on the 4-hour time frame. This is where I'm at, the 4 hours. So now I've moved in. I've got my trend lines, my long-term trend lines there. I've got my long-term support and resistance over there. So now let me take a deeper look at what happened here. Price broke through this trend line over here, broke through, didn't do a proper retest. So that's why my mind is telling me at this little bit of a support over here. Let me just draw this line over here. I just want to draw a straight line. Make it a different color. I want to make it a different color quickly so I can see it properly. Let's make it a blue. So at this line we might find some support, because as you can see, this is a nice support zone, and we might see a retest back up to the, I would say the 1,600 zone, basically 1,660 zone. We might see a retest back up to there, but if it does from here do a retest up to that area over there, I would be looking for a selling opportunity right over there at the 2,660 mark. That's where I will be looking for a selling opportunity, but that is just for there. For now, I don't see any obvious places where I want to jump in for a sell or a buying opportunity, because look, we're looking for more selling opportunities because the market is turning down to a selling side. So we're looking for sells, but we can also look for the short-term buying opportunities as well. So for now, on the gold, there is no, it is at a support zone. Let me just make a short, I just want to make a little box over there. Oh, I like my boxes. I like the boxes shapes. Let's do a little rectangle over there. So for now, this zone is a support zone. As you guys can see, it was resistance there, turned support over there. So we are in a support area, which you can, if you do see a break of structure, and you do see on the short term. Now I'll go down to the 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes, that's where I like to trade gold, is on the 30-minute time frame. Let me just think there for a second. Yeah, South Africa. Yeah, well, it thinks. Let's just jump there quickly. These ones are still going nice. The US yen is going nice. The euro yen is a bit on a downtrend there, as you guys can see. Broken through this little resistance. I'm just waiting for the gold to load. Ah, there we go. Okay, so on the 30 minutes, let's look quickly. We know that we are at a level of support. So what I'm looking for here is if I can see on the short term. I'm going to draw a little line there just because I want to use this. 1, 2. Okay. So I do see a level of resistance over there. Well, support turned resistance. Let's just do that properly. Nice, nice. Okay. Where's the recent swing high? That is the recent swing high over there because it broke. Okay, so that is the new swing high over there. So what I'm looking for is if gold, I know I'm in a level of support, so if gold breaks through this level of resistance, well, it's now resistance, but it's the latest, the last swing high. If gold breaks through that swing high, it comes back for a retest and does a second break, I will definitely jump in for a buying opportunity, and that will be my goal. That would be my take profit area over there on this long term, because it's the yellow one, long term trend line, and it is at a level of support or resistance over there. Now was support, now turned resistance. So this is what I'm looking for short term buy. I'm looking for price of gold to break this last swing high, do a retest, and do a second break of structure. I like to wait for a second break of structure, so it keeps me out of that that area where you might see a break of structure, but it's only a fake out. So it keeps you out of that fake out zone. So I'll wait for a break of structure, retest, break of structure, then I'll jump in for buying opportunity, and that would be my goal. Short term, very short term. This is on a 30-minute time frame. So for gold, I'm going to keep this one open, and then you can see some support coming in there, some buyers coming in. So this is on the gold. I will wait for this area to be broken, and that's how I trade. If you guys want some more in-depth information on how I trade and how I do my analysis and what I look for, not just on the chart but on the global market, thank you, on the global market scale, on the news and so forth, just send me a message on this video, like, share, subscribe, and then of course I will definitely give you guys some more. And remember, it's all free. The advice I give here is free advice, is how I trade it, is how I do my things. You find value in it, and luckily for me, I've got ample amount of videos. You can go back, and it's live videos. I only trade live, so there's no ways that I can hide behind, going back and making a quick video of a winning trade and what. I can go back on this video and on the market here, on TradingView, whatever, and I can go, oh, look, here's a selling opportunity, and then put this all in a video, and put it all in a video and say, oh yeah, that's the trades I do. Now I trade live. Then if I make mistakes, I make mistakes, and we all learn from it. But if you trade good, if you're a good trader, you're not afraid to trade live on YouTube. And that's what I do. I trade live on YouTube. If you want to keep yourself out of harm's way as well, try and avoid these so-called trading gurus that puts out videos and then forces you to buy their course if you want to trade like them. You will never find those people trading live, because they're not traders. They are just scam artists. They just want you to buy their course to make them rich. Okay, and you don't need to buy a course. You can go into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to give you an in-depth course on how to trade, how the markets work, and it will give you a in-depth course. You can go through that and you will have knowledge of trading. You don't need to go and pay these gurus ample amount of money for bullshit, for absolutely nothing, for nothing. My videos that I do, I'm not asking for anything, I'm not selling anything, I just trade live, and I hope you find value in it. From my side, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again later. Cheers, cheers.